Hi, Christine here with another cute, quick and simple card I made using my Cricut. I had a little bit of time today, so I decided that I was going to play around, and this is what I came up with. I have been eyeing the hot dog and hamburger in Simply Charmed for quite a while now, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I was just fiddling, and this is what I came up with. I am happy with it. I think it's super cute, especially I love the hamburger. Anyways, and so now I'll show you what I've done. I started out with a tan piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I cut it at 5.5 inches, folded it in half to get a standard A2 card. Then I took a brown piece of cardstock, the same that I used to make the hamburger patty, and it's cut at 4 inches by 5.25. I'm just going to add adhesive and put that in the center of the card, just like so. Then I took another piece of paper, red this color, which is the same color as the hot dog and as the drink, and I doodled, and it is 1/4 inch shorter, so it's 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm just going to put that straight down in the center of that as well. And then I found some, put this down, just like so, and then I found some yellow shimmery glitter paper, which I really like, which is cut a 1/4 inch shorter to that one. So let's see, it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm going to put that straight down. I believe I bought this pack at Michael's, and it had some really cute glitter paper. I think there's pink in it and purple and blue. Anyways, I decided that I was going to use my scraps today, and this, actually all 3 of these colors happen to be in my scrap box. So I think they turned out to be a good combination. So that's pretty much my background of my cardstock. So let's go to cut the images out. And it is on Simply Charmed, and it's page 48. And this is the little image that I am using. So I used the lemonade glass, and it is cut at 3 inches in red. I then took it and ran it through my Cuttlebug with Swiss dots, and then I doodled all the way around it. Then I used the layer 3 button to get the little face, and I did that in the same brown as the background and the hamburger patty. Now, I wanted the face to be visible. It's always on black. Instead of wasting the whole image in black, I just took a tiny little black piece of paper and I covered the mouth, and that was it. I used the layer 2 to get the cheeks, and I glued it all down, and then I found some googly eyes. So I probably could put that down right away, so I'm going to. And just using some adhesive. And there we go. Put my card back straight. We are going to put the cup at an angle just about like this side on the right hand side. There we go. Cute. Okay, and moving on page 49 is the cute hot dog and hamburger. So I ended up, here's the image of, let's start with the hamburger. I used the same coloring sequence as they did, so I cut the hot dog and hamburger out the same size at 2 inches. So I cut out the bun, then I cut out the lettuce, the tomatoes, the hamburger patty, And instead of going to the layer 4 and the cheek colors, what I did is, again, I just took a little piece of black that just went right behind, and I used the layer 3 button here on the shift that is actually meant for the hot dog, but I used those cheeks. So the bun gets added as the base, then there's a little bit of lettuce, then you just glue on top the tomatoes, you glue on top the patty, then you glue the lettuce, then you add the top. I doodled a little bit around the bun, and I added some googly eyes. Before we put that down, it's going to go like this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it right down. I was going to show you the hot dog, but I decided I'm going to put them one by one, and we will finish him off in a little bit. So I just overlapped a little bit of the cup and put it on an angle so that it didn't cover the corner yellow piece, so that the border is all the way around. Then I went to the hot dog, again, cut at 2 inches. I did all the steps. I did the hot dog bun. I did the hot dog, it's a glacier apparently, so it's red. I did the mustard, I did the cheeks, and a little black again for the mouth. And the only thing I did different with this, I added the googly eyes, is that I raised the top bun part on some foam tape. And I doodled around that as well. And I'll get some glue on that. One thing I always forget is I put the pieces together, and googly eyes have a hard time putting glue on. I gotta learn to maybe put the googly eyes on last. So I just wanted to overlap the drink and overlap a little bit of the hamburger, but leaving room at the bottom to show the yellow. So we're gonna put it just right like that. Now I thought about putting ribbon. I would have put a brown ribbon or a red ribbon, and I decided against it. My husband's like, well, why don't you spell out barbecue and party? So I decided to just cut out the rest of the images. I believe I used cutting up, and all I did is cut out the words BBQ, and they're cut out at 3/4 of an inch. I did the shadow function in the brown, and I did the red just regularly, and I glued them on to each other first, and then I'm just going to put this down like so, and whoops, and I'll do the Q. Just use some glue, 2-way glue, whatever, little sticky. One thing I can tell you after assembling all of these parts, it's a good thing to wash your hand, because if not, they all get sticky and then all the parts stick together. And then what I decided to do in a smaller font, but however it gets really tricky with small pieces, is at a 1/2 inch, which is even smaller than the 3/4 inch, is to write the word party. Just maybe right here, and we'll put the T next. But my hands actually are sticky from just what I was doing. I did wash before this video, but it doesn't seem to help. There we go. Just put the T. Yeah, I'm sticking too much. Anyways, so put the R. And then the A. I went backwards only because I wanted to line it up and to make sure I had some room between the barbecue and the party. And this is pretty much it, except for you have to have a little bit of bling. That's my motto. A little bit of spark, a little bit of bling. So I thought it would be really, really cute to add some little brown gems to make the poppy seed of the bun of the hamburger. Let's put one there. And one here. And oops, as one goes flying. Maybe one here. Moving all this card everywhere here. Maybe one more there. Yeah, that's fine. And oops, as it goes flying, gotta learn to use my tweezers. But my hands are so sticky. Anyways, maybe one here. And one here. And one last one right about here. There we go. So all done. So I had fun with this card. I hope you enjoy. So thanks for watching.